So, to begin, following on from last week's meditation, you should sit into a straight back chair so your spine is self-supporting. Maybe have a blanket over your legs so you can rest your hands in your lap with ease. Right-handers, put the right hand on bottom, and vice versa for lefties. And make the commitment to yourself that for the next 18 minutes or so, you would remain still. Even if there is a deep desire to move, or to shuffle around, or to scratch that scratch, or to get more comfortable as you see it. Set the intention now to stay still for the meditation. It's a commitment to yourself and your practice. Often during meditation, certain sensations may arise that are uncomfortable, that we don't want. Yet see if you can stay with it all. There's a radical shift away from trying to change your experience and make it what we perceive is better. So to begin, building on last week's work, we begin by dropping a question into our being. What happens in this moment, both inside and out, is completely allowed to be as it is? What happens when this moment, both inside and outside, is completely allowed to be as it is right now? These are not questions to be answered in the mind. You're not searching in your mind for an answer. Instead, the answer lies in your direct experience of this moment. The answer is experiential. It's an experience and not a concept. What happens when everything in this moment, including thoughts, are allowed to be as they are? And what happens when everything, including thoughts, including sounds, are allowed to be? And what happens when everything, including thoughts, including sounds, including sensations in the body, are allowed to be? What happens when everything is allowed? What happens when you surrender to it all, exactly as it is, right now? You may begin to sense into your awareness of this moment, the essence of this moment, right now, sensing into it, in which all experience happens. The awareness of thought, in which thoughts come and go. Awareness of sounds, in which all sounds arise, stay for a while and leave. Sensing the awareness in which all sensations, whether you label them good or bad, arise, yet eventually dissolve or change. Allowing it all to be, sensing into the awareness in which every moment happens, the awareness which is every moment. So now that we've settled into this meditation, we're going to inquire into the nature of ourselves, the deep, true nature of ourselves. We spend much of our time labeling our experience. He is good. She is pretty. It was brilliant. It was no good. We also spend much of our time labeling ourselves. I am good. I am bad. I am brilliant. I am not as good as this, as I should be. This constant I-amming that we engage in is a big feature of our lives. This meditation is a radical shift away from our normal mode of being. In this meditation we simply stay with I am. So you say to yourself, you drop it into your being, I am. And you feel the response in your experience. You feel the response in your direct experience of what you are. And just stay with the I am. I am. And then sense into your experience. I am. And sense the experience that follows on from the I am statement. Sense the experience that follows on from this statement. We spend much of our time finishing the I am statement, finishing it with our story. Here, in this radical move away from the normal mode of our being, we simply stay with I am, the experience that follows on from that. You may begin searching in your mind for the conclusion to this sentence. And remember, there is nothing wrong with this. This is just part of yourself that labels experience. And if you notice this happening, just sense into the space in which the follow-on statement appears from. Sense into the ever-present sensations and experience in which that label arises from. And you can shorten it down to I. And sense what it is you are beyond all the labels that you may have given yourself. Here, we just stay with the direct experience of I am. If you can use the image of a wave on a beach to help you with this practice. Usually as the wave breaks, it rolls up onto the shore and the sentence runs on and on up the beach, labelling itself. Self. But here, just as the wave breaks, I am. It stays in the sea. It doesn't roll up the beach into the labels. You just stay in the ocean of I am. I am, and sense what follows in your experience. Stay with the sensed reality of I am. This can be a difficult meditation for many of us. And some of us can have so many negative labels we've given ourselves over the years that these can all come to the surface when we do this. If this happens, nothing's gone wrong. This is just that part of yourself that labels experience. It's an aspect of yourself. Yet this aspect of yourself is held within the bigger space of I am. So we just sense into the awareness of I am, in which all these labels arise, stay for a while, and leave. The labels we have given ourselves appear in the vast openness of just pure I am. Yet when the label has gone, the direct experience of I am is still ever present and aware. I am. We begin to sense directly what we are prior to all the labels. The labels appear in the vast space of I am, or the vast space of awareness. Yet awareness is prior to all the labels. The labels appear in awareness. Now we're going to ask some questions, examining our deeper nature. Does this awareness have a name? Does this awareness of I am have a gender? Is awareness male or female? Does this I am awareness have an age? Is it old awareness or young awareness? Where is this awareness exactly? Can you pinpoint where it is? Can you find the beginning of this awareness from where it comes from? Where is the ending of this awareness? Can you find its limits? Where is the center of this awareness? Does this awareness have a race? Is it black awareness or white awareness? What nationality is this awareness? Is this awareness Irish, or English, European? What happens when we surrender? What happens when you surrender to the mystery of what you are? Allow everything to be as it is and surrender to the mystery of I am. Let it all be as it is, including thoughts, and surrender.